Hi everybody, welcome back to our Lenten devotional series coming Tuesdays and Thursdays at 3 p.m. This is Patrick Nazaroff. I'm joined here by Pastor David Bowser on camera duty and Carrie Kessler. She's looking at comments, so if anybody has anything they'd like to share or say, she will let me know. We have a couple of announcements. One, don't forget about Lenten worship at 7 p.m. on Wednesdays, either in the building or online. And if you'd like to make a soup for Lenten worship, you can check out our Facebook page that you're currently on to learn how to make a soup by Ann Jorgensen. She instructs us this week on a Vietnamese soup. Plus, if you're interested in family camp, that is coming up in March. Sometime. Carrie, what are the dates?
March 19th through the 21st.
March 19th through the 21st. And,
sign up this week.
Yeah, sign up this week, or if you have any questions, contact Miss Carrie Kessler. So, at the beginning of Lent, our youth group played a game over our Instagram where I gave them a quote, and I asked them to identify, is this quote from the Book of Lamentations or a Taylor Swift lyric? All right, so they don't have to guess between those two things. So Lamentations is a book in the Bible that's all of lament. It's all of things that are people having this organized mourning and sadness and kind of a protesting it to God. So either that book or Taylor Swift. I guess the girl knows mourning, right? She knows heartache. It was much harder than you would imagine trying to decipher what is a biblical protest to God or a sad song by a pop artist. But for me, it was a reminder that, well, sadness is not only part of life, but oftentimes when you're sad, you kind of have go-to media, right, to kind of dwell in, to think it's sad. So I want to think right now, give us in the comments, what is your go-to media that you go to when you're, well, sad? What movie is kind of the one you want to watch to get a good cry out? What song do you want to blast from your radios as you're driving along just feeling overwhelmed or kind of depressed on that day? I know for me, movies that make me cry and that make me feel sad would be like Dead Poet Society. That's a good one for me. Or the first 10 minutes of Up is like heartbreaking on every level. And it's a kid's movie. I don't know what they're doing there. Songs for me, I like Hurt by Johnny Cash or the Dixie Chicks version of Landslide. It's a great song. Pastor David's giving me a little side eye, but it is a great, great song. Help me out in the comments here. You know what I'm talking about. But I think what's awesome about the idea of this, sadness, and a whole book in the Bible dedicated to sadness, is it reminds us that not only is sadness part of life, it is part of faith. And in this Lenten season, it's sometimes a time to be intentionally focused on things that are, well, sad. Jesus during this time is preparing for his death on the cross. It's a sad time. Things get heavier for him, and as for the church, as we're marching towards Good Friday, it's sad. And for me, sometimes in my life, it's been easy to try to pretend that I'm not that sad, that I'm okay when I'm actually not okay. And especially in faith, that I want to pretend to be joyful, pretend to be happy, pretend to be excited when it's just not there internally. And so Lamentations reminds us that there are times and periods of mourning, and that is good and appropriate. Sometimes at an individual or a family level, sometimes at a church or community level, sometimes at a national level, it's okay to say this is our time of mourning and sadness. And what's beautiful is in the middle of Lamentations, we kind of get these moments of hope and clarity. I'm going to read something here from Lamentations chapter 3. And it says this: I said to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for him. And I think what this is beautiful is that the author of Lamentations is not asking for the circumstance to change. It's not asking for a quick fix or a band-aid to slap on top of the national sadness that they're experiencing. They're saying what we need is not a false sense of happiness. What we need is the Lord to be present. And so when we're sad, sometimes we want to pray, God, I'm okay sitting in this right now. I'm okay sad that we've been dealing with coronavirus that it felt like should have taken weeks and now it's taken a year. It's okay to be sad that my child's senior year has been disrupted, and it's okay to be sad that maybe we lost a job or we lost a family member this year. And it's okay to be sad. And we're saying, I don't want a quick fix. I don't want to slap a Band-Aid on that and pretend those things didn't happen. But what I really desperately want is the Lord to be present in the midst of that sadness, to dwell with me. And what's beautiful is in this heavy time of Lent, an amazing thing occurs. Jesus has a moment of sadness too, mourning the death of a friend. The shortest verse in Scripture, Jesus wept, reminding us that when we're sad, Christ is sad along with us. And so this season of Lent, it's okay to be sad. It's okay to mourn. It's okay to have a hard time putting a smile on your face. And it's okay to say, God, I want you to be with me right now in this moment. And I'm desperate for that. All right. On Thursday at 3 p.m., we'll have another devotional led by one of our staff. So tune in 2 days at 3 p.m. for more devotional time here at Lord of Life. Thanks, everybody. Have a blessed day.